There we go. We are live. This is Dolynny TV, guys. Let's get ready for another all trades accepted franchise mode live stream here in MLB The Show 18. Y'all ready for this? I feel like I'm a little bit ready, and it is the Olympic water drinker Dolynny TV. I'm already off to a hot start, having some drinks of water here. Got to get the voice ready for this one. Thanks for tuning in, Kalen. Yeah, might as well get this one right underway. I was going to wait till 7 o'clock, but couldn't wait no more. Got a little bit bored with waiting, as I normally do. So, right out of the gate, we will get the Boston Red Sox franchise underway right here, right now. Might as well. We got to advance the options, obviously. And we want CPU trading on. Yes, sir. Everything for player coaching tasks, yes, and general manager tasks, manual. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go. Spring training is where we will start with this one. Do you literally creep the... I was just thinking of how you're probably going to do this, so I called the Red Sox and this gave me a notification. Well, the Red Sox are next in the list after Baltimore, so that would explain it, why you're thinking it was going to be the Red Sox there, Hawk. So first thing we have to do to get this off the ground is not go to upload to the cloud. Whoops. We'll go modify sliders and turn up the trade frequency all the friggin' way and apply the modifications. Save these settings. No, thank you, none whatsoever. Three you guys watching live as we grow the crowd. I'm just gonna slowly build things up towards where we need to be in this point of the video. First thing we're gonna do, are you liking Omar Narve? You betcha I am. Kid is rocking it for us. So nobody's on the trading block, but we're going to update our trading block. Chris Sale, Craig Kimbrell, Mookie Betts, JD Martinez, Xander Bogaerts, David Price, Andrew Benintendi, Carson Smith, Eduardo Nunez, Rick Porcello, Jackie Bradley, Rafael Devers, Henley Ramirez, Matt Barnes, Tyler Thornburg, Jalen Beeks, Eduardo Rodriguez, Christian Vasquez, Joe Kelly, Mitch Moreland, Blake Swihart is not allowed to be on here. Good evening, Jordan. I was going to say good afternoon, but it is evening time for me, so I got to be careful of what I'm talking about, right, boys? Got to be careful. DJK in the house. Hello, welcome in. Glad you could make it in tonight. We're going to go for relief pitcher, catcher, third base, center field, and I'm allowed to choose a fourth one. Yes, there we go. So we might as well go with first base while we are at it. Those are the things we are seeking in trades. Brady, what's up? Not much. Getting this all trades accepted franchise mode underway for another episode here tonight. You did hear about this YouTube shooting. Yeah, man, that was... I don't know any of the details, so I'm not even going to really touch it. All I know is it happened, and that's about it. And Brandon... You're asking if I got this idea from TDI. You betcha I got this idea from TDI. TDI Hockey does it in the NHL series. I thought I'd bring it to MLB, considering TDI is busy selling sick, just absolutely sick merchandise. If you have a chance to go check that out, I would myself. And let's go get this calendar underway. Let's get the March spring training simulation out of the way. And hold on, boys. One last thing we forgot to touch in the sliders is the injury frequency. Turn that all the way down. And do we need to save those settings? No, we do not. Love his videos from NHL like this. Oh man, you know what? Honestly, TDI is awesome when it comes to this stuff, and that's why I wanted to bring it. Of course, he does it in video format, if I'm not mistaken, whereas I'm doing it in live stream format, so a little bit of a difference there. I just really like YouTubers who interact with their fans, man. Well, that's what I'm here for. Honestly, when you're a small YouTuber and you can actually read your chat one message at a time, if you're not responding, you are doing it wrong. 100%. So, what we need to do is show you what the lineup looks like going into season number 1. We do 2 seasons in this. We do the off season after year 1 and then do season number 2 after and wrap that up then. Mookie Betts, Andrew Benintendi, Henley Ramirez, JD Martinez, Xander Bogaerts, Rafael Devers, Eduardo Nunez, Jackie Bradley Jr., and Christian Vasquez. And are you going to do the Blue Jays regular season live stream soon? DJ, I am going to keep those as off-season live streams. That's where they are most productive, is as off-season live streams. I really have success with the videos right now. As you guys are seeing, I am blown away by how awesome Your guys' support on the Blue Jays videos have never had such support like that on a Blue Jays franchise mode in my entire run. It is awesome. On the bench, we have Mitch Moreland, Blake Swihart, Brock Holt, and Sandy Leon. So we have 3 catchers in the MLB. Volpe saying the Red Sox. Yeah, the Blue Jays are number 5 on the list. Yes, they're number 5. So it'll go New York next, Tampa, and then finally the Blue Jays. What about them Jays? 4-3 homers after runs, after hits. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Go Jays, go. Exactly, exactly. Let's get the Jays going. We will eventually. So that is the lineup. Now, Chris Sale, David Price, Rick Porcello, Marcus Walden. I don't even know where this guy's coming out of. He's coming out of left field. And then Hector Velasquez, Brian Johnson, Matt Barnes, Joe Kelly, Heath Hembry, Bobby Pointer, Carson Smith, and Craig Kimbrell. That is the bullpen. Now we need to see who's down there in Class A that we should be bringing up. Well, Dustin Pedroia is in Class A, so we'll move him to the MLB. We need to add him to the 40-man first. And there we go, add and move to MLB. Yes, there we go, and Drew Pomeranz as well. So there's a couple of guys that weren't in the MLB that we need to move to the MLB just because they weren't on the 40-man roster. Ali, will I play Fortnite? Well, I just finished playing a couple of solos games, but live streaming Fortnite, I'm no good at live streaming Fortnite, I can tell you that much. It's really not in my blood to live stream Fortnite, so I will keep that off the channel for now. Be right back. Gotta respond to chat snapshots. Hey, get it done. And Mike Ullman, so nobody really useful to add on to the 40-man roster here. So without further ado, we get this season underway, boys. We will get through to the end of April, see where the trade offers come in, auto-fix the active roster, turn off critical situations, and the Sea Dogs don't have valid lineups. That's all right. We don't need to worry about the Sea Dogs, as we'll get them figured as soon as possible. And, well, we just go auto for injuries. Sea Dogs don't have 4 valid lineups. It sucks to be the Sea Dogs at this point of the season, man. Mike Miller's no longer injured. Well, good to see my cousin's all right. And let's get this going down the line here. The Giants want to offer us a trade. All right. All right. Let's go. Let's throw down the water. What are the Giants offering us? Anyone got an idea? I imagine it's going to be a depth trade 100%. But who are the Giants going to be offering us? I wonder. Anyone got a guess? I've got a guess. It's Nick Hundley. It's a catcher. Because we need a catcher for Ivan DeJesus Jr. and Kyrie Washington. All right. So Washington's a C potential, 57 years, or 57 overall. And then Ivan DeJesus is a 30 overall, 66. Man, I'm having a rough go. I've got everything reversed. My cousin, that's a joke right there. My cousin is also named Mike Miller, but you know. So Nick Hundley, C potential, 70 overall catcher. Gotta accept the trade, boys. Gotta accept it. So there we go. That trade is accepted, and the Red Sox now have 26 men. The Red Sox AAA have too many men. And now, well, Luis Severino has gone from the Yankees to the Athletics. He's 2-4, having a terrible season. And the Yankees get Jed Lowry and Matt Chapman. What a terrible return for Luis Severino. But all of a sudden, we're just dominating. We are up to 26, 28, 19. Nobody really sending the Boston Red Sox any trade offers here. In the first 2 months of the game, we've only had 1 trade offer come in. All right, Rockies want to offer us trade. All right, boys, here we go. We get to play the game again. Anyone got a guess on the trade? Hit me up. What are the Colorado Rockies offering the Boston Red Sox? If anyone's got a guess, your guess is good as mine. Mike Tauchman. All right, what's Tauchman? Tauchman is a B potential, 61 overall, 27-year-old. In return for Tyler Thornburg, who is our second best reliever. That one hurts me, but we have to go with it. Accept this trade from the Rockies. I don't like getting rid of Thornburg, but all of a sudden we don't have as good of rotation or bullpen depth. Yoenis Cespedes goes from the Mets to the Dodgers. So the Dodgers get better. They ship out Yasmani Grandal and Rich Hill for Yoenis Cespedes. What a trade for them. Liam Hendricks goes to the Astros for Jake Mrazek. Oh, okay. Cool. Good move. Good move. First year player draft, we'll simulate that, and now we at least know what our player draft is. So let's see. Not sure what the point of this is. Themos, the point is to accept all the trades that come in. So we have to accept all the trades that come in from our other teams. We really didn't get anything special here. Really terrible everything in this draft. An absolute disaster for the Boston Red Sox. So we continue on. You'll see what the point is as we get closer to the trade deadline. That's an 11-0 win, and nobody's really offering the Red Sox any trades until right here. Mickey, how am I? I am good. Glad to see you in here tonight. The Tigers want to offer us a trade, boys. 12 of you in here. Can I at least get two guesses? Two guesses on what the Detroit Tigers are offering us in terms of a trade. If anyone's got a guess, hit me up. I'm excited to see it. We're going to go in, and it's going to be Alex Wilson, so we get better relief pitching again. Left fielder Ty Cobb for David Ortiz. Well, if we had the Legends mode going, probably that would be a sick trade, wouldn't it? So who is this C potential? Oh, we are getting really good. C potential Oscar Hernandez for Alex Wilson. That gets our bullpen a little bit better. We'll simulate the day. And the Red Sox have 26 players on the roster, so now, if you know what the Red Sox look like going into this franchise mode, we don't have any changes to the lineup quite yet. Nick Hundley now up here, as opposed to Blake Swihart, and Sandy Leone stays. Dustin Pedroia on the bench in place of Eduardo Nunez. And you see the lineup crushing it. Nunez, 3 homers, 28 RBIs, 15 and 47 for JD Martinez, 19 and 55 for Mookie Betts, 7 and 28 for Hanley, 8 and 30 for Benintendi. No name, welcome in, glad you could make it in. Rafael Devers, 12.44. Then you got 6.20 for Blake Swihart, who is actually the full-time catcher. So who did we take out? I can't remember who our full-time catcher. Oh, Christian Vasquez. And Jackie Bradley Jr., 4 homers, 26 RBIs. Madden Mobile Beast sub. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, bud. Appreciate the sub. And if you guys haven't done it, definitely go sub right now. Nick Hundley in the backup role. Mitch Moreland's had 10 homers, 34 RBIs. Dustin Pedroia, a homer and 8 RBIs. Sam Leone has not seen much of that. Pitching rotation has been pretty dang deadly other than this. Hector Velasquez, Drew Pomeranz in the starting rotation, or should be, at least should be in the starting rotation. We'll get him in there right here, right now, and get him in place of Hector Velasquez, pardon me. Let's go new sub. Oh yeah, Matt Barnes, 5.14. Joe Kelly, the bullpen kind of getting blown apart. Heath Hembry looking awful. And then you got Craig Kimbrell with 19 saves on the year and 20.2 innings pitched. So that is how the team still looks at this point. Let's go see how things shape up the rest of the way through to the All-Star break. Wade Davis goes to the Phillies in place of Jake Arrieta. That's some god-awful move, but the Rockies making it going. Making it going, boys. I don't know. And the Nationals want to offer us a trade. Oh, boys. Here we go. The Nationals are offering us a trade, and it's Jeremy Hellickson, so it's rotation help for Christian Velasquez, who is our B potential 73 overall catcher. That is a terrible trade on our part, but Christian Velasquez playing in the minors, that's going to be what ends up going here. So, accept this trade from the Nationals? Sure. All right. We accept it. We accept it. And we continue on. As the Red Sox don't have 4 valid lineups, that's all right. We're all good there. And Yoan Moncada goes from the White Sox for Ozzie Albies and Mike Folty. This is a good trade. Ozzie Albies, just as good as Yoan Moncada, I believe. Seriously, 82 overall, the kid is deadly. Plus they get the starter in Mike Folty. Why the heck not? That's an awesome little trade for the Braves and White Sox both ways through. Suddenly we're losing a bunch of games. AAA All-Star game today, Eastern League All-Star game today, and Brad Hand acquired from the Padres in place of Christian Pache. Darian Cruz and Lucas Herbert. So a very depth trade for the Padres. And the IL has defeated the PCL. I got a text message. It's the girlfriend saying thanks. And it's the home run derby. Well, let's see who's in our home run derby this time round. It's Aaron Judge, Nelson Cruz, Corey Seager, Cody Bellinger, Giancarlo Stanton, Nolan Arenado, Carlos Correa, and Freddie Freeman, the Canadian-American beast himself. But unfortunately, we don't have anything going on. The All-Star Game simulates through, and we're not getting any trade offers here, boys. This one not quite as lit as it was last time. Raiders, welcome in. Glad you could make it in. Tigers want to offer us a trade. It's James McCann, so we finally get a legit catcher, James McCann, in place of Tanner Houck. And Tanner Houck, what's the kid all about? Let's go see where he sits. Tanner Houck, B potential, 67 overall. Well, it is not looking good, and if it isn't the Canadian God, well, I consider myself Canadian, but not quite a God yet. Not at God tier status yet. Well, what have you missed, Little Miss Bliss? Just kidding. Raiders. Well, we'll get you filled in right here, right now. Let's go see what lineup is looking like. The lineup looks as such. Nick Hundley, James McCann on the bench now. And not too much turnover in the actual lineup. We haven't lost anyone major. Acquired only 2 bench players at this point. It's been a brutal go. The rotation looking a little bit better. We've acquired a couple of guys to help out, although I don't even know where our other starting pitcher just went. Starting pitcher in Eduardo Rodriguez is down there in AAA. We'll move him to the MLB. He's not even on the 40-man roster. What are we doing? Get Eduardo into the Major League Baseball ranks here. Jeremy Hellickson we've acquired. And I forgot Fulte in free agency for my Jays as a depth. Start now, he is my ace. When my 5th starter was injured, I called him up. He went 5-0 with a 1.4 ERA. I know. He is an incredible addition to a team when it comes to things in franchise mode. Fulte can be serviceable, 100% serviceable all the time. So we've got basically a week and a half until the trade deadline. Called a legend. I don't know. I think legend fits better than God. I don't know where I sit on that whole debate. Eric Hosmer, acquired from the Padres. They're fire sailing. They're getting Garrett Richards and Colton Wong. So that's okay. Marlins want to offer us a trade. All right, boys, 12 of you in here. 12 of you in here. Hit me up. Hit me up. What are the Marlins offering us in a trade? I'm about as curious as you. I'm going to throw this here and just double check this over here. Make sure we're all running smooth and well. Yes, we are indeed, indeed. And what's up, Alex? Hey, man. Glad you could make it in. It has been a while, that is for sure. And Hawk, well, a left fielder. Let's see. It's a third baseman in Brian Anderson, 24 years of age, 71 overall. He does not look too sharp. He has played 69 games for the Marlins this season. Blake, welcome in, and their entire roster for a box of rocks like in real life. No doubt, Themos, no doubt. That is a pretty rough go for the Marlins. 47 hits, 5 homers, 19 RBIs for Brian Anderson and 266 average. We will take him in exchange for Michael Chavis, Brian Mata, and Ty Buttery. So Brian Mata, B potential 62. Who else? Relief pitcher Ty Buttery. Buttery is a C potential 67. And third base wise, we've got Michael. Ooh, they are scamming us on this trade, boys. They are taking this one to town on us. Michael Chavis is one of the best prospects in all of baseball, and he is going the other way. It's brutal. It's brutal. But we will let him go because we have to. And we'll auto-fix the roster, auto-fix the lineup down there. Raciel Iglesias goes to the Rockies. So there you go. They got their closer back. But honestly, any start is a good pickup as depth. As long as they played more than 4 seasons, had a couple great years or just decent year. Exactly. It's all about having a little bit of prior history before picking them up. Nobody offering us trades, and today's the trade deadline. And we have some offers to be made. Can you initiate trades, or are they just initiated by other teams? It's all about other teams sending us trades. That's the whole point of it. So the organization has messages. We need to go to the inbox and see what the messages are. The waiver wire, there's a couple of them. Rays, Blue Jays, Mets, everybody. So let's see who's on the waiver wire transactions, pending transactions. It's Justin Smoke, we'll claim him. Louis Avalon, we will claim him. Andrew McCutcheon, absolutely. Avsale Garcia, come on, get it done. And Wilson Ramos, Corey Dickerson, and we should be good to go from there. Let's find out. We've got the playoff race to go. We sit atop the AL East at this point, so we're doing all right now. And we just got to simulate through to the end of the season and see when those trades come in. Nothing coming in yet. Cole Starnes injured again. And the Tigers want to offer us a trade. All right, boys. Hey, the Tigers coming back a second time this season. All right. All right. Let's see what they're wanting. They're wanting Leonis Martin. So they're going to trade us Martin for who? Josh Tobias? Tobias, yeah, Tobias. And he's a 25 C potential, 70 overall. I think you should allow one trade a year for you to make anyone agree with me. Well, I think all trades accepted. They might not accept my trade. You know what I mean? That could be a tough go. Here I am saying it's all trades accepted, and they're not accepting my trade. I don't know. Leonis Martin, what's he done this year? 10 homers, 38 RBIs. All right, we'll accept him. Obviously have to accept the Tigers trade offer. And down the road we go. The Red Sox have 26 players. AA has too many players. And we carry on. The Athletics want to offer us trade. It's Chris Hatcher, who's been on their major league roster for a couple of games now this year. He's had 8 saves. And well, Chris Hatcher, well, he is going to join the team in exchange for Bobby Delbeck, who looks to be absolutely god-awful as a prospect. So we'll accept this trade and carry on simming the season, boys. Along we go. And fix that. And the Mets want to offer us trade. All right, it's Seth Lugo, who's a starting pitcher and 28 years old, 77 overall for Tazui Lin. All right, who's Tazui Lin? Let's see what he's looking like for us. He's a shortstop. I was reading it as a starting pitcher. It's a decent trade both ways. And Kalen, you know I'm the decorated water drinker. We will get it going, accept the trade from the Mets, and sim the rest of the season. August has been the most lit time for trades. Red Sox don't have offers, and now the Tigers are offering us a third trade of the year. Victor Martinez, the oldest balls player, who's hit 14 home runs somehow this season. More homers than he had all last season with Detroit, and a .230 batting average. I don't know. I think we got to accept this trade, that's for sure. You see, he's been all over the place since being with the Cleveland Indians back in the day. Victor Martinez, welcome to the team. You are aboard, and nothing going on other than that trade. Oh, yes, we do. We have to get rid of a couple of guys off the roster. We're still winning, though. And have I done any trades with the Royals? Not yet. The Tigers are making their 4th trade offer of the franchise mode right here. It is a true fact. Spencer Turnbull for Chandler Shepard. It's a weird trade, but I don't know. And Twitch, gotta be honest, I didn't think somebody could make such great videos. Thank you. Thank you so much, King Bulls. Appreciate that, bud. So Spencer Turnbull, join the team, bud. Hop aboard this crazy train to September, and now the AAA Red Sox, 90 and 50. They blew up the competition. Sea Dogs didn't, and we'll simulate the playoffs as they should get through. Red Sox have won the International Division Series, and now what have they done? Cole Sturgeon is no longer injured. They have won the International Championship, and will be taking on the Chihuahuas in the big game. All right, let's find out who are the Chihuahuas and what are they all about. Well, right there, it's the big game, and we will lose it 5-0. That's disappointing. That is disappointing, boys. I thought we could take it, and we need to get back up to the majors where we were 89 and 67 going into the playoffs. We will win the division. Oh, heck yeah, boys. We won the division. We'll face the Houston Astros. Regular season has come to an end, and the Red Sox have been eliminated by the Houston Astros. So, what you need to know is what the lineup looked like to end the season. Is it Eduardo Nunez, Xander Bogaerts, JD Martinez, Mookie Betts, El Paso Chihuahuas? Yeah. See, I couldn't get the El Paso. That's what I was missing there. And RIP Spellcheck. Exactly. All right, boys. Hanley Ramirez, Andrew Benintendi. We only changed one roster player, and it was James McCann, who came in and had 11 homers, 40 RBIs this season. The bench looks a little bit different. Leonis Martin had 11 homers, 42 RBIs, so he did play a lot more this season. And your RTTS player there, Bulls, plays on the Blue Jays. That's a good team for them to play for. That is for sure. I'm going to move this down a bit, maybe suit my style a bit more. Pitching rotation. Well, the pitching rotation looks the exact goddamn same out of the Boston Red Sox. Not a single thing changed there. Matt Barnes, Joe Kelly, Heath Hembry, Chris Hatcher, Carson Smith, Alex Wilson. So not too much change. Do you think I can hit a dinger this year in baseball, Kalen? Hopefully. I never once hit a dinger in my days back then. And Alex, am I allowed to sign free agents? I try to sign everyone back. And if I need to sign some depth, I will sign depth. But other than that, no. So, with that, we continue on into the off-season now, where we'll go along, and the Nationals have won the World Series. That's fine and dandy. And now, yes, sir, we need to view retired players. While it was the man himself, Victor Martinez, who retired, did not play another game after getting traded here. I keep importing my player to the next version because I hate the minors. Oh, I see. Hitting inside the park grand slam and a 2-run homer inside the park. There you go, Kalen. That's a solid little idea right there, hitting the inside the parkers. Got to go Turbo Stream. Be right back. All right, sounds good there, Hawk. All right, put this down. Let's get a little bit serious here, boys. It's time for the off season, and you know what that means. Craig Breeslow, Roman Fields. Roman Fields looks to be a very speedy addition for the Blue Jays, but he can never seem to get it put together. J.A. Happ retires at 66 overall in 2018. A rough go for him. They will bounce back tomorrow. Hopefully they will. Trade a single player for Trout. Yeah, no doubt. You imagine? Steen Twins, last home game is tonight, you betcha. And then they wrap it up against my Edmonton Oilers tomorrow night. Exclusive free agent discussions right here. We'll give Chris Sale that offer. Actually, you know what? We'll just tender qualifying offer. Tender qualifying offer. Tender qualifying offer. And everybody just can sign their qualifying offers. I don't really care about anything. We'll tender qualifying offer. And Hanley Ramirez will make an offer right there. Hopefully they all sign it. And I am choking on my own breath here, boys. Rough go Joe Kelly. We'll make him an offer as well. $12 million. And there we go. All offers are made on that front. So we will sim a couple of days to free agency. And today is the last day to tender a qualifying offer. And we'll be good. Huge section about it. Right now it's going to be like for 5 minutes. That is the impact of having them in the community so long, boys. That is what ends up happening. So we need to select our 40-man roster. That is where we need to go and see who's on the 40-man and who isn't. Jalen Beeks, obviously we need to add him to the 40-man. He's 25 years old, absolute beauty of potential. Mike Shaywin, don't need to add him, and nobody else in terms down here. Robbie Scott, obviously need to add him, and I don't see anyone else too keen down here. Closing pitchers, don't need to worry about that right now. And I think we got everyone in lockdown there, everyone in lockdown here. Brock Holt on lockdown there. And we are good in terms of all those. Brian Anderson, we got him. Hernandez, we will add him to the 40-man if we have room. Yes, we do. We still have room for a couple more. And yes, yes, no. And anyone else? Right fielders, no. So we are good. We're gold on the 40-man roster. I didn't butcher that this time. Offer salary arbitration. Offer arbitration. You know what? We'll submit offer. And this is what I just did last time, and it seemed to work. So I'm willing to just offer salary arbitration to absolutely everybody and see how it works out in our favor. Eduardo Rodriguez, we will submit him an offer. And then James McCann, well, he wants 2.63. That is a rough go if we lose that case. Jackie Bradley Jr., we'll offer him $3 million, sure. And then Matt Barnes, we'll make him an offer. It's only 2.5. Stephen Wright will make him an offer. Leonis Martin. Alex Wilson, Chris Hatcher, Blake Swihart. Get everybody back in here. Come on, it's all about the love for these guys. Tommy Lane, Heath Hembry. All these guys can come back this year. As Brock Holt's down in the minors, so nobody really had a lot of chances to play. And we need to tender contracts out to guys as well. Contracts are renewable. Rafael Devers doesn't want a lot. I thought Rafael Devers was going to want a lot, and he didn't. Okay, good on Devers. That is huge. Seth Lugo, sign him. Robbie Scott, sign him. And we just go down the list, boys, until everybody is signed back up. Brian Anderson wants a couple of $millions to play in the MLB. He probably will. He probably will. And let's see, Trey Bell, sign him. Sturgeon, even though he can't stay healthy. Marco Hernandez. What does Hector Velasquez want? Conrad Gregor. Mike Ullman, we are good. What's Kendrys Morales doing these days for y'all? Not too much. He's had to sit on the bench a lot of games due to Josh Donaldson being a bum with his arm and having a dead arm right now, so that's unfortunate. And I wish MLB The Show had a salary cap option just so every team had a fair chance. I know, it's true. You just need to hustle that sponsorship money, man. That's where it comes in, is sponsorship money in franchise mode. Marcus Walden, we'll send him an offer. And a couple of guys getting offers here, and we should be done right away here. I think. Nope, we go down the list some more. Sorry, boys, this is the hardest part of doing these live streams, is just sending everybody this. And it is a tough go. Roman Flores. And we keep going down the list. Okay. Luke Tendler. Mike Olt. Matthew. Smith. Marrero. And we got a couple more guys to sign yet. Actually, Kennery's got glasses and getting a lot of walks and base hits. Ooh, there's a good one. I like that comment. 100% on that one. If I could like it right now, I would. And we are just signing everybody back onto the team. And we will get good for the rest of the way through the offseason once we have all these terrible players that will never make the MLB back up and signed. Austin Maddox signed, and there we go. Let's sim the offseason. Charlie Blackmon signed by the Astros for the $1.7 million deal. Craig Kimbrell signed by the Yankees, so we need a closing pitcher. Indians signed Harper. So a lot of big free agent moves. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. Rough go. Rough go. And Fire Nutting. He ruined the Pirates. I don't even know who Nutting is, so offer salary arbitration. We've got all those guys taken care of. Tender contracts. Who does not have a contract renewed yet? A couple of these guys out here. So Rafael Devers obviously turned down our offer. We'll give him another offer. Jalen Beeks, we'll give him another offer. And Rusney Castillo, we'll give him another offer. Velasquez didn't like our offer. Brian Anderson didn't like our offer. And just a couple of guys not accepting offers quite yet. Free agency, we need a closing pitcher. And all that's there is Drew Storen. That, my friends, is brutal. That's awful. Okay, view date significance. We need to get 40-man rosters set. We already did that. And Paul Goldschmidt. Okay, so we've got Drew Pomeranz back. And this is the salary arbitrations. We need to sim up to here. And today's the last day to get offers. So now we go to free agency. It's Jed Lowry in the closing role. We have nobody out there. That's a tough one. Free agency now. There's Chris Taylor, who is a C potential center fielder for, maybe it was formerly with the Orioles. I don't know. He also owns 2 ski resorts. Man, that's heck. That's pretty good. If you can own a lot of ski resorts, you are doing something right. So we didn't get anybody signing to us. Felipe Rivero acquired in a trade, and the Marlins want our offer us trade. Bow down, boys. It is the king himself, Lewis Brinson. Lewis Brinson, the absolute beast himself. 24 years old, A potential, 74 overall, 16 homers, 67 RBIs last season. For Jay Groom, who is our 68 overall, 20-year-old A potential starting pitcher. Gotta accept the deal, boys. It's a deal with the devil, but we'll take it. And now must have contracts tendered or they will become free agents. So we sim through the day. And free agency, what do we got? Jed Lowry still out there, so we got to sim through this day. And now we have free agency again opened up, and it's Jed Lowry and nobody in the closing pitching role. That is brutal. We need to find ourselves a closing pitcher. The Reds want to offer us a trade, however. There we go. The Reds are offering us a trade. It's Adam Walker for Spencer Turnbull and Tommy Lane. You know, it's the reason we're accepting the trade from the Reds. And you forgot Vlad Jr. for the future of the Blue Jays. Well, that is for sure. It is definitely Vlad Jr. You got to not forget about him. But I think it was meant to be Guerrero, not Gurriel. Too much on the Uleski. The Reds want to offer us another trade. Tyrell Godel. I don't know how to say that. Be in Buffalo in 2 years. And Rick Porcello and Hanley Ramirez. Ooh. That's some hard-hitting trades. That's our roster players going out the door, boys. I found the solution for your struggles. Signed Tim Tebow, mashed another homer in Double-A. Hey, Tim Tebow hitting homers. Hitting homers, boys. Rick Porcello and Hanley Ramirez out the door in the offseason via trade. Entering Ciarte goes from the Braves to the Blue Jays. Patrick Corbin, Kevin Pillar, and Lidmus Diaz going the other way. Rule 5 draft. We'll simulate it. It's good enough. And now Cody Allen goes from the Indians to the Athletics. Matt Olson comes in. And Dallas Keuchel goes from the Braves to the Yankees. So they basically flipped Patrick Corbin and Kevin Pillar for Dallas Keuchel. Oh, man, they flipped Inciarte for Keuchel. That is unreal. And so they signed with Smith, signed with Betts, sided with the Red Sox organization, sided with the Red Sox, and Red Sox, and Red Sox. So we got a couple of guys for cheap, unfilled coaching positions. We don't have to worry about that. And now our season has come to an end. Off-season, that is. So let's see what the team looks like coming into spring training. We'll obviously simulate one day to see if we can get the lineup fixed, and the lineup looks as such. Xander Bogaerts, Dustin Pedroia, JD Martinez, Mookie Betts, Andrew Benintendi, Rafael Devers, Mitch Moreland, Jackie Bradley Jr., and James McCann. Red Sox are the best team, says MLG Gamer. I don't know, man. Gotta say I like my Blue Jays a lot more than the Red Sox. And this is our bench, so our bench looks pretty promising. The pitching rotation does not look promising, however. You've got Robbie Scott, Eduardo Rodriguez, Bobby Poyner, and where are all our starting pitchers? They've got Drew Pomeranz in the long relief role. They've got Jalen Beeks in the long relief role. They are just butchering the heck out of this, boys. MLB The Show doesn't know what they're doing. And King Bulls says the Pirates are going to win the World Series this year. I don't think so. I think the Blue Jays are taking it all the way this year. So let's sim through the spring training, and nothing going on here other than a couple of losses, and we're looking pretty rough. I'd say this is probably the worst spring training. Bobby Poyner, 7.1 ERA. That is god-awful. And let's advance to the regular season now. They should have fixed the pitching rotation, I hope. Jalen Beeks and Drew Pomeranz in there. That's good news. Joe Kelly in the relief role. He's got 41 stamina, so he's a useful player in that relief role. And that actually looks like an MLB bullpen. The lineup looks like an MLB lineup as well. You've got Andrew Benintendi in left field. You've got in right field Mookie Betts, JD Martinez hitting DH, Mitch Moreland at first base, Blake Swihart back up to his 76. The kid came back, and so that's good for him. Tim Tebow needs to be a 99 overall. He is so good. Well, he is in Double-A, so I don't know, man. Don't know what to say about that. We are going to make one change to the roster. We're going to call up Lewis Brinson. No, actually, we'll let Brinson excel in AAA. We'll let Brinson excel in AAA here. Sim the season, and we go for the next trade. The Sea Dogs don't have valid lineups. That's okay. Sea Dogs really getting wrecked. And the Tigers, what is this? What is this, boys? The Tigers want to offer us another trade. Back to the Blue Jays for a second, though. Andrew Burt thinks that it was nice to see the Jays take it this year if they do, but the problem is they should have taken it a couple years ago. Yes, they should have, but Kansas City was a tough team. So it's David Pack for Joseph Monge. And who is Pack? Pack is a shortstop, B potential, 21 years old, and he looks pretty good. He's a pretty good looking little shortstop. We'll sign him through the trade, and let's sim through the season. Get this underway. Sea Dogs don't have 4 good lineups. That's all right. And we are 8-7 to start the year, 10-11. Actually now on a winning streak and doing real well. We are not looking half bad, even though we aren't as good as we used to be. Nicholas Castellanos for Raisel Iglesias. Not a bad trade going one way. And we are going through May without an offer. Here it is. The Tigers are really going after us. Every single time the Tigers are coming after us. It has been unreal to see the Tigers wanting to trade with us. Now, however, it is the Twins' time. Starlin Castro. They want to make a deal. They want to make a deal. Oh boy, 29 years old, 78 overall. Starlin Castro for Travis Lakins, Carson Smith, our best reliever, and James McCann. We are getting smoked in this one, boys. That is a god-awful trade. That is for sure. But that's okay. We'll fight back and battle through. I'm not too concerned about the Tigers or the Twins taking us to town on this one, because we'll battle through. We don't need these guys. We're good here. Accept this trade from the Twins and keep simulating the season. Red Sox don't have valid lineups. That's all right. Because look at that. See? We don't need those guys anyway. We're winning. We're winning good. And how about the Brewers? What do they want? They want to trade us Travis Shaw, the third baseman, 80 overall for Eduardo Rodriguez, who is also a big pivotal member of our rotation. And then also Josh Okami, who is a B potential 23-year-old. Well, you know what? The name of the game is accepting all the trades with the Boston Red Sox, and Travis Shaw coming back to the Red Sox. Can't exactly say no to that, that's for sure. Who's on our third base spot right now? It's Rafael Devers, so Shaw's not even going to leave the bench, I don't think. That is unfortunate. However, we'll keep simming along. Sea Dogs don't have 4 perfect lineups. Whit Merrifield goes from the Royals to the Giants for Yasmani Grandal and Will Smith. Decent little trade right there. Billy Hamilton goes to the Mets from the Reds. Greg Pedro goes into the Mets organization, or the Reds organization. Louis Castillo goes from the Reds to the Blue Jays, who have now flipped Ender Inciarte for a, 90 overall Louis Castillo. That's an insane trade, but they're going to have to pay him. Nationals get Charlie Blackmon, Daniel Murphy, Sammy Solis, and Jeffrey Rodriguez go back the other way. And we're going without a trade. First year player draft, we'll simulate that and go a day 2 and sign some draft picks. All right, how do we do in our drafting? Let's go find out. We have an 86 overall and an 85 starting pitcher. So Jason Tabota, we don't have enough to pay him, unfortunately. So we better sim through and keep going, because we don't need to sign draft picks anyways. We're coming up on the hour mark, and we will be done this franchise mode at just about 7:40. View this trade offer. It's Rafael Bautista. I can't even talk anymore, boys. I've been out of water for a long time. And that's the rough part. Jeremy Hellickson and Cole Sturgeon will take that trade and run to the bank with it, because we get rid of Hellickson, who was doing us no good anyway. He was just down there in AAA. And now we're still 48-32. Got to remember, we have not seen a lot of turnover on our major league roster. The Athletics want to offer us a trade. All right. Wow. What a trade. All right. Bolster the rotation. Why don't we? Luis Severino, who's having a hell of a year, is coming in to the Boston Red Sox for Lewis Brinson, Brian Anderson, and, well, Brian Anderson really didn't turn out to be anything much special. See, he's plus, but he's minus across the board on a couple of things. Didn't really get his chance to play here. And Lewis Brinson, I thought we were going to get a hang on to this guy. He's down to a 69 because he's in the minors and not platooning. So that is pretty rough, but we will get rid of these unhappy players and accept that trade. And now we've got a better rotation. We'll get up to the All-Star break. We'll take a look at what the team looks like, and we'll break for it. But Dustin Pedroia injured. We win 18-2 though. And Zach Britton up, and we keep going along. Dustin Pedroia no longer injured. All-Star game today for AAA. IL wins the AAA game. And the Futures game. Oh, you're streaming now. Clem Hawks! What's going on, my dude? How's it going tonight? Yes, I am live streaming right now. I told you I would be. And the Home Run Derby. Who's coming into the Home Run Derby? How about Bryce Harper, Ryan Zimmerman, Paul Goldschmidt, Rhys Hoskins, Joey Votto, Wilson Contreras, Mike Trout, and at the bottom of the pile, it's JD Martinez. Woo! Let's go. Get Martinez in here. And guys, what Clem just pointed out, yeah, I am 2 subscribers away from 5,900. 14 you in here. You guys got to get in here and tell me if you're going to subscribe right now and get me to that 5,900 mark. I can feel it. I can taste it, Clem. I can taste it. We're coming up on the trade deadline. The All-Star game's dead, and we will go to the lineup. Xander Bogaerts hitting in the leadoff spot, getting the job done. Then you got Dustin Pedroia there. Mookie Betts only hitting 9 homers. JD getting it done. So's Devers and Benintendi. Moreland getting it done. All right, all right. Blake Swihart, 7 homers, 36 RBIs. And he is up to a 77. Wow, go Swihart. Jackie Bradley Jr., 8 homers, 46 RBIs. Starlin Castro on the bench. Travis Shaw having a heck of a year. Then you got Nick Hundley, Leonis Martin, and Brock Holt. The pitching rotation looks pretty rough. Why do we have Luis Severino in the not in the rotation? That makes no sense whatsoever. Heath Hembry, and we don't have a closing pitcher, so who's getting our saves? It's obviously Chris Hatcher, Matt Barnes, Robbie Scott's got a save, Alex Wilson's got a save, Heath Hembry's got a save, Joe Kelly's got a save. Bet you Luis Severino's got a save. 2 away. Yes, sir. We are getting in close. Jalen Beeks doesn't have a save. Drew Pomeranz doesn't have a save. And none of these guys have saves. But hey, it's okay. Hey, what do you say? Let's keep this going, as we'll simulate through the day. Zach Britton goes from the Rays to the Rockies for Scott Oberg and Jeff Hoffman. And we will keep the trades coming. Kevin Kiermaier goes for Edwin Diaz, D. Gordon, and Nick Vincent. And simulate the season. Where are the trades gonna go? We are not going to get another trade offer. And during the trade deadline, Ozzie Albies goes from the White Sox to the Nationals, even though Albies is now an 85 overall. They want to get older and they want to get better, I guess. Victor Robles, well, that's a decent trade as well. And Andrew, yes, that's a strong pitching rotation. And Resvek, welcome in. The Athletics want to offer us to trade Braylon Perez for Sam Travis and Jake Cozart. Well, accept that trade. And really, we did not get as many results as we did with the Baltimore Orioles franchise trade. That was a great trade for that, for Luis Severino. Let me tell you, it was. And I just need to catch up. I am live. Okay, perfect. I'm seeing what you guys are seeing. And the Red Sox didn't make the season. Sea Dogs did, however. Minor league playoffs about to get underway. And Mike Miller no longer injured. Red Sox don't have 4 valid lineups. That's all right. That's all right. We'll simulate through. We're up to 86 and 62, 87, 88, 89, 91, 92, 93. Woo! There we go. Back-to-back division titles. Couldn't almost talk for a second there. Titles. 93 and 69. We'll face Houston for a second straight year. Game 1's a loss. Game 2's a loss. Game 3's a 16-1 win. What's a pasta impasta? Ooh, you got me. And impasta. Exactly. I thought I had it. I thought I had it. That's a win, and it's coming down to Game 5. We will go against the Cleveland Indians in Game 1 through 7. Against the Indians, loss, win, loss, loss, win, win, loss. No, it's a loss. Damn, boys. We are done. We'll sim the postseason. I'll show you off the team And that is another live stream in the books. Xander Bogaerts, Dustin Pedroia, JD Martinez, Travis Shaw, Andrew Benintendi, Mookie Betts, Blake Swihart, Mitch Moreland, and where did Rafael Devers go? I don't even remember seeing where Devers went. Where did Devers go? Oh, he's on the DL. Ha. Ha. Rafael Devers is on the DL, bud. Clem, how long did I stream? I streamed for 50 minutes tonight. So Rafael Devers, 81 overall, A potential on the DL. Okay, that makes more sense. And the pitching rotation, well, we got a couple of guys. We got Luis Severino in here, who had a monster year, 20 wins, 6 RBIs, 6 losses, 1 save, 2.51 ERA, and a 120 whip. Just unreal. And you have Joe Kelly, Heath Hembry, Alex Wilson, Robbie Scott, Chris Hatcher, who had 18 saves. And then you had Matt Barnes with 15. And just everybody else had a save throughout the season. Joe Kelly had one as well. And there we go, boys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this Boston Red Sox All Trades Accepted franchise mode here on Dolynny TV. It's been a blast. We'll catch you sometime soon for... Do you know who? You know who? It's going to be the New York Yankees, then the Tampa Bay Rays, then the Toronto Blue Jays. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'm Tyson. This is Dolynny TV. I will catch you in the next one.